Hello friends and welcome to another Pauper League. Today we're playing Hyper Dogs, an ultra-fast version of Hut Dogs where we're looking to put down Kiln Fiend on turn 1 thanks to Simian Spirit Guide, Lotus Petal, or Rite of Flame. And then from there it functions very much like a regular Hut Dogs deck where we're trying to kill him with Temur Battle Rage. So the goal here is to be quick. Let's be fast and head into the league. That's a lot of mountains. Oh, that. Come on, deck. Alright, well, they got 4 cards in hand and 3 lands here. Are we dead? Nope. So this is probably a second creature. Now, can we kill? Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I think that's 14 damage. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 damage. It's pretty good, but it's not lethal. I mean, what else are we doing, though? Maybe I don't flash back the Lava Dart, and I save that for the next Temur Battle Rage, and hopefully we draw a spell, and hopefully we don't die. I don't really need to give it Trample. I could just... Oh, okay. We're going to want to respawn to this Lightning Bolt. Once again, we play the game. Are we dead? It wasn't exactly a great hit. It depends on what the remains of their hand is. If they're, like flooded out, we might have a chance here. Okay. Another TBR, that's hilarious. Alright. I think this tips the scales. Yeah, it does. Hey, PT Bench with a massive raid. Thank you so much. Just joining us in the middle of our first game of the league, playing some Hyper Dogs. Looks like we're going to be able to get our turn 1 creature out. That is the plan. So, Bench, what were you playing today? Was it some more Pioneer or... Ooh, Kiln Fiend. Okay, well that's a much better turn 1. Just thinking about how I want to... I guess we could probably... Can we play both? 1, 2, 3 mana? Alright, we'll just play the Kiln Fiend then. Gonna want to use the Lotus Petal since that isn't going to pump the Kiln Fiend or the Crasher. We're going to wait 1 turn here, see if we can find a Temur Battle Rage. Maybe we should have just gone for it. There's definitely a low chance that we could have just killed there on turn 2. For Kadim, hello, hello. Four cards in hand. What are the odds that we're just dead? I think pretty low, but it's definitely possible. I mean, Muta TBR would kill. Would Festival Crasher even stand up for that? Well, let's gamble. Say we're not dead. Good gamble. Crash through. Very nice. Alright, so I think we start with Rite of Flame, Manamorphose, take a look, and then Reckless Impulse. We find Temur Battle Rage. Very nice. So if we Reckless Impulse, we still have the Simian Spirit Guide +1. So TBR is still good to cast, even if we don't find mana with the Impulse. Find 2. Crash through. And TBR. Turn 3 kill. Hey Drakuz, so our plan here is to go faster than the regular hot dogs. So we're running Lotus Petal, Rite of Flame, and Simian Spirit Guide to make mana. This one is not so great, huh? I guess Lotus Petal does trigger the Swiftspear. I'm going to keep it. And we'll hope that we draw some spells, I guess. But yeah, now all of our mana is kind of looking silly. Unless we can find Reckless Impulse so that we can use some of it. Crash Through is pretty nice for replacing itself, and we're going to have a little bit of time. Maybe we'll just cast our Simian Spirit Guide, huh? Gonna hold up Apostle's Blessing here. They can have Lightning Bolt. Cool, Cleansing Wildfire. Nice choice of swamp. All around, nice choice of lands. Two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, these are slowing us down more than anything at this point. Maybe I should have mulliganed? I don't know. Carapace Forger. The case of too many manas. It's never a good thing when you're casting Simian Spirit Guide. Alright, so Deadly Dispute, Nicker Wellspring, drawing a whopping 4 cards. But it looks like they aren't committing anything further to the board. Might have a chance here if we draw... Not that, though. That is not what I wanted to draw. I do believe it does. I do believe it does. Actually got a huge raid from TT Bench right at the start of the stream. And I think quite a few viewers have decided to stay. Actually played some Pauper recently, went 12-3 at first. That's a really good start. What were you playing? The deck is trolling me. Where's Reckless Impulse? It's only giving me mana. I think it's still worth it to stay in the game, though. Like, the makeshift munitions makes it hard. This was probably my last chance to draw something. Mono red burn, nice. Mono white tokens, okay. Not too familiar with that one. And then Ponza. Ponza is a pretty solid choice right now. Familiars is a really difficult deck to deal with at all. It's crazy strong. One, two, three, four, five, six. That's 7 damage. Go to 11. I'm going to take it and see if we can crack back. We might just die here, though. Could just be like Galv Blast, face, Lightning Bolt, face, finish me off with makeshift munitions. Okay, yeah, I've played this deck before. Although I think it needs Bugler. Otherwise, yeah, this looks great. Alright, so we got Muta. It's not really going to be enough, I think. Yeah, this. Bunch of mana, so they can shoot our creatures down too. Let's move on to the next game. We can we can definitely race this deck. We just got all mana instead of spells that time, and that is one of the risks of playing this deck, is that there are going to be some cases where we end up drawing a bunch of mana and then not so much to do with it. As the price of going fast. Lava Dart doesn't really hit any of their creatures. I'm going to take it out. Yeah, there are like +0, +1 um anthems like Spider Silk Armor. Parapet was already mentioned. The archetype of mono white decks, White Weenie. Yeah, I actually have a deck almost exactly like that one, but I want to play the Bugler, and the sideboard definitely needs some work. I think I'm also going to replace the Field Surgeon. What is a Bully deck? Bully is a Boros style. Uses a lot of small creatures, and there's a lot of variance in the lists. Like Boros has Bully and Monarch and Synthesizer. So Bully is generally more of a deck that has Faithless Looting, Battle Screech, and Rally the Peasants. So we don't have a creature here. We're going to ship this one back. Festival Crasher, turn 1, keep this. Generally you won't go full tokens. There are a few decks that look at token builds. If you want to check out Snapbolt on YouTube, he does some Jund stuff, which is pretty cool. I want to play the Festival Crasher this turn, and then we'll use the Flame Slash to punch through damage next turn. We're also getting double triggers this way by going a little bit slower. Okay, no problem. But anything else, anything further, then we have a problem. Mutagenic Growth, very nice. Could save our critter from a bolt here if they have one, if they've been sandbagging that bolt. Hello, how's it going? So this is 8 damage. If we pull the trigger on Mutagenic Growth, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, not lethal. How does the Lotus Petal list feel? I mean, we're just at the very beginning of our play with it here. This is match 2. It feels like quite a bit of a coin toss. We need to get, like our mana early, and then we need to draw, like relevant spells after that. So like if I draw Lotus Petal here, I'm not too happy. Like at this point of the game, I want to be drawing TBR. So it definitely gets off the ground a lot faster, but, ooh, Reckless Impulse. I would say the other Hot Dogs deck plays a lot better, like around turn 7. Save our creature here, do some damage. Opponent's at 4. They do have 6 cards in hand, but they've been missing land drops almost as badly as we have. The thing is, they're actually like a ramp deck, so they could easily have, like 6 drops that are just rotting in their hand, not able to do anything. They also have a pair of Chainer's Edicts here that need 7 mana to flashback. Speaking of tokens, this would be one of the cards in the tokens deck. Wonder if moving forward, gate builds are going to be the strongest because of Basilisk Gate. I kind of feel like you always need to consider gates now when you're building a list. For the second league that we're going to be playing today, I'm actually playing Bogles Gates. So we're going to have some fun with that one. All right, opponent, you got a 2/2. Do you have anything else? Lightning Bolt, maybe? Very true. I think that now more than ever, we have reasons to consider our lands very carefully. We have artifact lands, which are useful for a lot of different things. Then the gates, very, very strong. Not liking this. We have to throw our Swiftspear under the bus. But then we get a Kiln Fiend out of it. Wish we had drawn a spell here. I could just not attack. But I feel like if I attack, I at least kill this. That's probably worth it. I really hope those missing cards get programmed into Moto soon. Difficult block for the opponent. Let's see how they decide to take care of this combat step. Okay. So we still kill one of their creatures, they still kill one of ours, but it's the Crasher that goes down, not the Swiftspear. This definitely does not feel like a turn 8. Islands, hello. Think they might have Dragon's Breath. Yeah. Lame. Oh, we were playing some fast mana, so that's what the hyper comes from. So our plan here is to play Kiln Fiend turn 1. Ooh, Weather the Storm. Don't know what's going on with the fat cards, but let's play the Crasher and pass. Yeah, I like that. Lotus Dogs. Another Chainer's Edict. Chainer's Edict number 3. And another Swarm Keeper. And another Mountain. Alright, we're going to be scooping this game up in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana on the opponent's side here. So they're almost able to flash back their Chainer's Edicts, and that's lights out. Alright, so the deck performed very well in the first match, and kind of shit the bed in the second. Yeah, they have 7 mana now, so they can just continuously flash back. Let's give them the GG in chat, and move on to the next one. Play slower. I mean, it does have a turn 1 Kiln Fiend. Another petal. Oh, Granum, why would you say that? Goes and gets a swamp. Oh no, here comes Snuff out. Fucking cast down. I guess we die. Must go faster. We were too slow. We can't 0-3 drop. I won my first match. I think the mutas are kind of poor in a matchup where they have Snuff out. No creature. I like the double Pyro, but, you know, I kind of want to play a Kiln Fiend turn 1. We have a Crasher, but it's turn 2. Lame. Started. Can the Crasher survive a turn? No. Oh, we draw a Kiln Fiend, though. Nah, Chainer's Edict. Boo. Boo. Gonna get this league done in an hour. 1-4, here we come. Another Chainer's Edict. Woof. So I'm just gonna lose my next creature. So much to fight through here. They just take the 1 here. They've got a Chainer's Edict, so bye-bye Swiftspear. Lotus Petal. Think I keep that in hand so that we could trigger a future Swiftspear with it. Starting to look pretty hopeless here. Dispel. Yeah, that is definitely our problem. We had creatures, but opponent killed them all. One more draw step. Now that they have a deep dish on the battlefield, if we don't draw a creature right now, I mean, we could Lava Dart it. I just want to move on to the next one. This is, yeah. We have a creature. We only have 1 mana, though. Mulligan this. No creature this time. Okay, we can keep this one, barely. Get rid of this. Go for double Swiftspear, double Mutagenic Growth. Seems strong. So the plan with this hand is just to apply a huge amount of pressure. I would say that, yeah, a lot of the time once the advantage bar starts to swing one way, it is difficult to get it back, but there are definitely situations where things can turn around. I think Affinity, just with the, like, raw amount of card draw they have, they definitely have an opportunity to make big comebacks. And yeah, Pestilence, Crypt Rats, the various sweepers can definitely take a game that you're losing, turn it into a game that you've just won. Fiery Cannonade does it all the time to elves. Well, definitely don't like the lifelink here. I think this is death. So with the gain 1, they're at 14. And then this is 8 and 3. It's 11, 13. So I think they survive at 1 if they block. No blocks, you're dead. Alright, so I'm thinking Flaring Pain for this matchup. Maybe Martyr of Ashes? Martyr of Ashes actually seems pretty good. Would love to get a hold of Skullcrack in Pauper. I think that's the card I want the most in the format. Yeah, not great versus Battle Screech, you're right. I was thinking about like all the little 1/1s that they showed us. But yeah, that's definitely leading in towards something. Thanks for the follow, by the way. Hello, handsome. Really mana heavy here. I'm gonna keep it though. The crash throughs are really nice. Oh my god, Witch's Oven with the familiar? That would be nuts. Oh no, another mountain? Gonna be going to game 3 in just a minute. Too many mountains. Alright, let's crash through. Muta. Alright, just gonna crash in for 2 this turn. See what we draw into next turn. We can play anything. We've got all the mana. Whatever we draw, we can play it. There's the Veteran and the Thraben Inspector. I think it is time to cast the Simian Spirit Guides. Unless we draw a Festival Crasher, then it's time to hold your horses. You know, I wanted to use that Mutagenic Growth to do damage, opponent. Do not appreciate you trying to kill my Festival Crasher on your turn. Rite of Flame. Alright, let's crash through, see what we draw. Mountain. I almost want a Rite of Flame just for the extra power at this point. 14 mountains, by the way. Good thing we didn't use that Rite of Flame for the extra damage. Oh, there's the Battle Screech. Yeah, we've got 6 free mana, and then also the 4 Rite of Flame. uh, I hate it. Ugh. Right. Well, we got Prismatic Strands out of the graveyard, but we lost our Festival Crasher for it. Or it looks like they're letting the damage go through. Thought they would have prevented the damage. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Get rid of the Crasher for a small cost. Thraben Inspector and 1 bird. Keep the Prismatic Strands. Another Battle Screech, gaining more life. I think we can put this one to bed. Move on to game 3. Let's just see what our draw for turn is. Swiftspear. I mean, you could just take this pretty easily. Just take 6, go to 17. I'm tapped out, and then the opponent can rally the peasants. Probably kill me in 1 hit. Oh yeah, 7 birds. Rally is definitely lethal. Even without rally, this is still a 2-turn clock. They can leave 1 creature back this time, and then they hold up the Prismatic Strands, and then they just attack for lethal the turn after that. Okay, no, this is just rally kill. Yeah, yeah, we're moving very, very quickly with this deck, and that is the plan. We have a lot of fast mana, so we're looking to play our Kiln Fiend turn 1. But we got flooded out that game. Let's see if we can turn this around. Game 3 on the play. Uh, Only 1 mana, no lands. Yeah, no. Okay, turn 1 Kiln Fiend. We have TBR. I'm going to keep this hand, get rid of a Crash Through. The Reckless Impulse has actually been kind of good as a way to reload because we expend our resources so quickly and we have access to generally more mana than you might think. Reckless Impulse allows us to maybe 3-spell in a turn when we're like hellbent. Okay, we play Kiln Fiend turn 1, they play tap land. Let's crash through. Festival Crasher. So we could TBR, and that would be 14 damage. I think we're better off just playing Festival Crasher this turn and hoping for a spell next turn. Shame. Lava Dart. All right, Crasher. I need you to live. Need you to live for one turn, Crasher. If we can draw Muta, we have a lethal swing potentially here. Rite of Flame. Nice. TBR. Attack for 14. Okay. Oh, this one's pretty nice. We're going to keep this. Okay, opponent has a turn 1 Swiftspear off of a fancy mountain. We draw a mountain. Thinking we'll just play Rite of Flame, Kiln Fiend turn 1, and then turn 2, Swiftspear, Rite of Flame. This would actually make 3 mana for 1, because it's our second. The big question here is, does our Kiln Fiend survive this turn? I think if they had Searing Blaze, they would have played it, so we might be playing against another Kiln Fiend deck. No, that's a Rift Bolt. And a Lava Spike. Okay, this is big. This is big. We might just win here. Let's counter mana, because Rite of Flame is worth a lot. Maybe we don't want to play Swiftspear. Maybe that's worse, right? So 4 mana total. So that's enough for Lava Dart, Battle Rage, and Swiftspear. Sacrifice the mountain, flashback the dart. 1, 2, 3, 4 spells. 4 times 3, 12. This is just super lethal. And this is 3 mana, so this is enough for TBR and Lava Dart. Okay. This is super lethal, yeah. Casual turn 2 win, as you do. Hit for 32 on turn 2. That's why we do it. That is why we built the deck the way that we did. And the Rite of Flames, they are super, super good. I'm the Lotus Petal, Simian Spirit Guide, not a huge fan, but the Rite of Flames, oh my god. Casual turn 2 win and Pauper. Sweet. Alright, so we're playing against Burn. I don't think we actually change anything about the deck. Maybe we bring in Rage-Hound. I kind of feel like they're going to have a lot of ways to kill. So we could like bring in Rage-Hound, take out Simian Spirit Guide. Turn 1 Crasher, turn 2 Swiftspear. I think this hand is good enough to keep. Another mountain. Does that change anything? It means I get the guaranteed crash through on turn 2. That's what it means. Chain Lightning killing our creature. But, you know, wasn't a Searing Blaze, so there's that. Riftbolt in Exile, so I think we'll probably still just... Ooh, Rite of Flame. Well, in that case, I think we'll go Swiftspear, Rite of Flame, Reckless Impulse. If that Crasher had survived, this turn would have been epic. Okay, face is the place. Opponent acting like a burn deck here. Not going after my Swiftspear. Makes a lot of sense with Needle Drop in the hand. Wonder if there was a world where we Lava Dart kill their Swiftspear last turn. Pretty costly to lose the mountain, but probably would have been worth it. Okay, so this time they're going after the Festival Crasher instead of my life total. That's interesting. Figured for sure with my life total being so low that they would have wanted to put me to 5, and then Swiftspear could finish me off. I mean, as is, this is knocking me below 6. So I'll be an easy target for them next turn. So many blockers. Three, 4, 5, 6 damage. 7, 8 maximum. Django, good morning. They have anything, we're dead. Does that count as anything? I don't think it does. They put us to 1 currently. Which does blank these 2 spells, unless we draw Manamorphose. So, looking to draw Manamorphose here. I guess Lotus Petal also lets us cast spells. Oh, Pyroblast for the kill. Okay, GG. The epic slow roll. Oh, you thought you were going to survive? Thought you were going to get one more draw step? This one, man. Turn 1 Kiln Fiend, but so much mana. Wow. I mean, it's turn 1 Kiln Fiend. We're going to keep it. Alright, Kiln Fiend. Survive for 1 turn. And let's see what you can do. They don't have the bolt. Lotus Petal. Not what I wanted. Let's go Rite of Flame Manamorphose. Another Manamorphose, okay. Into a mountain. Lame. All that work, and they just prevent the damage by blocking with Swiftspear. Alright, really looking for Reckless Impulse at this point. We are out of gas. Alright, let's kill their Thermal Alchemist. Rift the Bolt enters the Exile Zone. Kiln Fiend is living on borrowed time here. Swiftspear. Not the worst. You can get a trigger out of this Lotus Petal. Attack for a little bit of damage. A lot of needle drops from the opponent. Good thing we got rid of that Thermal Alchemist. Oh, a 2/2 for 3 mana. The value. Could this be the time where Simian Spirit Guide is cast and we win a game? I doubt it. Opponent has 5 cards in hand. We're at 13. They should be able to burn us out in 2 turns. Unless it's all mountains in hand. Muta. I guess we hold on to that. Save a creature from a Searing Blaze or something. Still, it sucks that Muta is, if we can, I guess we can Lotus Petal. Okay, so we can Lotus Petal the Muta so that we don't put ourselves to, I was going to say put ourselves below 9, but Epicure does it for us, or for them. Multiples of 3 are very important when you're playing Burn or against them, because most of their spells deal damage in increments of 3. So we are 3 spells from death. And that one doesn't count. Although it's only 2 spells now if they have Pyroblast. Oh, maybe they have double Pyroblast for the kill here. Yep, GG. Alright, well, we got a 2-3, first time playing with the deck, and I think that there's definitely quite a few changes I would make. We'll talk about that in the outro, which we'll do right now. Alright, so this is the deck we were playing today, and definitely had a lot of fun with it, but I think there's a lot of things here that do need to be changed. I think that we went too heavy onto the extra mana here, and we really suffered for it in the spells that we were able to cast to make our creatures larger. So Rite of Flame was excellent, exactly where we wanted to be. Being a sorcery meant that it's going to activate all of our creatures, and it helps us get the Kiln Fiend out on turn 1, and the second Rite of Flame giving us that 3 mana means that we're able to play a lot more spells in a turn. So while I love the Rite of Flame in this league, the Simian Spirit Guide and the Lotus Petal weren't nearly as impressive. I think I would just like to switch those out to play more Lava Darts and maybe another Crash Through. I was very, very happy though to at least, some instances get that, like hyper aggressive start, like game one of match five there, where we just absolutely crushed turn two. Um, those kinds of turns are, like what we built the deck for. But I think that we can make it a lot more consistent, and I think that'll be better.